to this Kim Zolciak story, because now that, we talked about it in the last show that her and Kroy finally got to sell that damn house. Thank God. So I guess now they could split that money and go their separate ways if they haven't already, and move on to whatever it is they're gonna move on to. But now come word that she want him to get checked because she think that he got CTE, that he ain't wrapped too tight upstairs, and feels like he might be a danger to their half dozen children. So Kim Zolciak apparently has taken legal action in her ongoing divorce proceedings with estranged husband, Kroy Biermann, requesting that the court appoint medical professionals to evaluate whether Biermann may be suffering from, and now I'm going to try to say, if I can say this, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. I hope I got that right, but that's CTE for short. I'm like, when they come with these diagnoses, it's a tongue twister. So TMZ is reporting that Zolciak, it says she's 46, wants Biermann to receive psychological help and now wants medical professionals to determine if the former Atlanta Falcons player has CTE. In documents filed in family court on Tuesday, she alleged she believes her ex is battling the effects of the disease and has asked the court to appoint healthcare workers to examine her spouse. Now, CTE is a degenerative brain disease that is caused by repeated hits to the head. Over time, these hits result in the accumulation of tau protein around the brain, which can lead to confusion, depression, and eventually dementia. Saying there have been several retired football players who have come forward with brain diseases, many of whom attribute their condition to the game. Now, in the documents, Zolciak alleged Biermann frequently gets into expletive-laden outbursts about her with their 4 minor children present. She also alleges he has used physical violence against her. Now, Zolciak also has accused her estranged husband of extreme sexual promiscuity. Oh, can you go into detail about that? Well, she did say one time when I played y'all that body cam video, and I was so mad because I don't know what happened. I was playing y'all the body cam video, and apparently there was no audio. Even though I could hear the audio in my ears, when I played it back, I couldn't hear anything. But she was talking about something or another that he was pleasuring himself in front of her from another room or some craziness that was going on. I'm like, child, maybe that is results of CTE, and he probably does have it. He played for years with being in an Atlanta Falcon, but then again, you probably the one that's causing that damn brain inactivity, because Kim ain't all that wrapped too tight her damn self. So, sometimes I think her wigs to be too damn tight on her head, that sometimes she need an examination. But I can understand, all jokes aside, that it's like, yeah, you have genuine concerns for Kroy being a danger around your children. You know who I also think may need to, because the word on the street is they giving him a deadline on when he need to officially announce, is he coming back for another season or is he retiring? I think it's time for Travis Kelce to hang it up. And it's not saying that he still don't have a couple of good years within him to fully play, but his career is such at a high that he is beyond football right now that I don't think he needs to risk possibly getting CTE in order to keep a situation going because of his ego. Now, Tom Brady, I know you've been playing football even well into your 40s, so I don't know, we could probably be worried about him too. But yeah, all of them, and I feel like them helmets really don't do justice for, a lot of people out here playing these games anyway. We all be getting rocked and falling on your head and all that stuff plenty of times. So I don't know. So Zolciak also claims that spouses attempted to prevent the children from contacting her. She alleges he has assumed control of their cell phones. She included stats from a Boston University study examining the frequency of CTE in former NFL players. Over 90% of participants had the ailment. Now, with these stats in mind, Zolciak states it's probable that Biermann, who played for the Atlanta Falcons from 2008 to 2015, is suffering from the disease. Now, in 2023, Biermann also asked that Zolciak undergo a psychological evaluation. Did I just say that? Accusing her of having a gambling problem. The latest report is not the first time CTE has been brought up in connection with Biermann. During a May 2023 phone call with police, Zolciak appeared to imply he had the disease. Zolciak alleged that Biermann locked her out of her home while she was attempting to get her medication during the call, which was obtained by Us Weekly. saying he's diabolical. He just wants to create havoc. I mean, you would think I cheated on the guy the way he effing behaves. It's like super strange, erratic behavior, and I never know who I'm going to get. Now, though, Zolciak did not outwardly state that he has CTE. She seemed to suggest it by saying the NFL needs to be held accountable for these shenanigans. Well, they're in the business of making money, but I do agree with her on that. It's like, yeah, with all these people that get into this sport and they make so much money and they become so successful and they become like, these big, superstar athletes, when are we going to address this issue with CTE and how this is, this game that these people are playing, the amount of, damage that a lot of them take to the head over the years, and how this game does play a prominent role in people having a lot of men having brain damage down the road or dementia, which it eventually spews into. Now, Milton County Police officer James Spivey told her during the call, I know that's what they're looking into about all the CTE stuff, because the responsibility of the league to, handle up on that and get a closer look at it beforehand. So I don't know if that's what he's dealing with, but Now, Biermann was drafted into the NFL in 2008 after attending Montana and played 8 seasons, all for the Falcons. He had the most productive year on the field in 2012 when he started 14 games, racking up 36 tackles, 3 sacks, and scoring a touchdown on an interception. Now, Zolciak and Biermann have been embroiled in a bitter and messy divorce battle for the past 2 years. Their financial issues have come to light, and police also have been involved in their disputes. In December, Zolciak claimed that Biermann threw her to the ground during an alleged argument. The Milton Police Department responded to a domestic violence call at the residence of where it says on November 27th, and detailed the alleged incident in a report obtained by TMZ. Zolciak told police that she was standing on a ladder removing curtains when her ex became, first of all, you in your house removing curtains? I don't believe that. Became confrontational and allegedly removed her from the ladder and threw her to the ground. Biermann, in his own version of the alleged incident, claims Zolciak both attacked him from behind and hit him in the face. 2 of their children, who were not named in the report, had witnessed the alleged altercation inside the house and later spoke to authorities after they arrived to the scene. They offered different versions of what happened, with their younger daughter telling police her mother had fallen from the ladder. She alleged her father had previously talked to her and told her to be honest with the police, but she never she said he never told her what to say. That was a misstart. I said, way to say, what the hell does that mean? One of their sons had also been at the home at the time and came up from the basement upon hearing the argument, but also did not see Kroy pull Kim off the ladder. However, after taking both the estranged couple sides of the story, police were unable to decide who the primary aggressor was. Zolciak and okay, so we don't need to go into all this other because they want to talk about how many damn kids they got. Too damn many. That's how many y'all got. And Kim, no shame, but you made your bed. You ain't got, took this man because you thought you had the jackpot with Kroy because y'all met on Dance with the Stars, not even the ABC version. It was like some little charity thing they did in Atlanta. Because we saw that in the episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She saw that man with all that ass and was like, I need to marry him. Quiet as a skep. If I seen somebody that had all that behind, I'd marry him too. But then you come to realize, like, oh, she thought she had the jackpot. She thought she got her Tom Brady. She thought she got herself a Patrick Mahomes, and she was gonna live happily ever after. And for a while, she did. And then she started showing her whole behind when she was on the Housewives of Atlanta, feeling like, oh, I had the jackpot. I got my new Big Papa, a much younger, snatch body, good looking version of Big Papa. So I don't need this show no more. And I never understood this because I'm sitting there like, after you left the Housewives of Atlanta, because you ain't need them broads over there no more. We see the grift. And then you went over and had your little tight ass show, Don't Be Tardy, which that show was so stupid and boring. I don't know how that show lasted as long as it did, but well, we all know why. Because y'all celebrate mediocrity. White people can go around and get a bare minimum, and they shows last 12 damn seasons. Black people, the minute we start doing something remotely iconic, you'd be surprised if your show lasts past one season. Look at Lovecraft Country. They canceled that show. That was a great show. Another show they ended up canceling. What was the other one? Watchmen with Regina King. Another great show. But Black people, we got to jump through fire. We got to tap dance on nails, barefoot, in order to give y'all, a show and entertain y'all. But Kim and all them damn babies that she was pushing out can give us next to nothing. Sheer laziness. And her show lasts like damn near 9, 10 seasons. But we already know how y'all like to celebrate mediocrity. Let's move on from that. But from the whole, from the just the whole wherewithal, I feel like it's gonna be a back and forth thing. I do think that, you know what, if there is genuine concern there, that he should get checked for CTE, because that is a thing. He played football for a couple of years before retiring. She allegedly, according to the word on the street, she let him dry with her gambling issues and other stuff. But then again, he let her do it because he was so coochie-matized. So you was all caught up in that old lady cooch, because she way older than you. He in his 30s, she in her mid-40s, and sucked out all your good years. I don't know what Kroy could do at this point. I mean, maybe he can get like a regular job or something or another, open up a landscaping business. Or maybe, like I said the last time, he could do an OnlyFans. All that ass he got, you shouldn't let that go to waste. Why not start an OnlyFans? Charge them $9.99. I know some of you greedy ass celebrities always want to charge $20 and give us bare minimum. Speaking of which, you want to show us a little, a side cheek and thinking I'm going to just spend $20 on that. No, I want to see whole. I want to see you put a whole toy up in there. Make sure you douche first. But I want to see you put a whole toy up in there or more. Get pegged. Or yet again, you know how many dudes would like to run up in that? He'd definitely make a coin from that. Shout out to Tyler Durden. But he's bisexual in real life. So I can't necessarily say that about Tyler. Like, he liked doing what he do, and he's into men, and he's married with children. So I don't know what Kroy got to do. As far as Kim go, Kim, you a ding ding. You dropped the ball over the years, because I'm sitting there like, why didn't y'all go on marriage boot camp? Why didn't y'all do a whole bunch of other things? Y'all sat up here and just relied on Don't Be Tardy and the Housewives of Atlanta. And then most recently, when you went on what is it? The Surreal Life, you did that. And then we haven't seen you in nothing ever since. And quiet as it's kept, as much as I don't particularly care for Kim coming back to the Housewives of Atlanta, they could use a little gentrification over there, because I really do not think when this new season comes that Horsha and Phaedra will be enough to jolt new life into this dying franchise. So I don't know, y'all need to figure out where y'all gonna get y'all money from, because I do not think this little coin that y'all about to split 2 ways from you selling that mansion finally that you said you wasn't gonna ever get pushed out of, but the government said otherwise. All them foreclosures. So, oh no, bitch, you don't run stuff over here. So I said, well, this is say, because I can't do a Kim story without throwing like 8,000-9,000 reads up in there. So what do y'all think about this story about Wig going in on her man saying he got the CTE? Do you think it could be possible? I do think, like, for the sake of the kids, whatever the case is, he should definitely get checked out, especially because, you need to find out if you got any kind of brain damage from all them years you was playing football, and to explain those erratic outbursts, because you don't want to have that around your kids or keep exposing your kids to that. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.